Alright, so hopefully you guys have been enjoying the entire time over here on Ultra Rumble. It's been a blast, been going through a lot of stuff here, been having some fun, while also learning some stuff, so I have some guides coming soon. But first, I want to get this out of the way, just so you know this information. So if you were planning anything, now you at least have this, so either stop summoning, keep summoning, do whatever you want after hearing this information, but at least hear it. Again, thank you for the support on the channel recently, it's meant a lot to me. If you would like to leave a like or subscribe, it means a lot. Stay tuned for some more Ultra Rumble content. I have a lot of stuff planned. Beyond this, let's talk about something really quickly. If you don't already know, they've already listened on one aspect of the entire game being the increase in XP system. Over here, just take a look at this real quick. I'm going to swap back from the gameplay. I'll keep swapping back so you have something to watch while I'm talking. But we do have this, right? I'm currently like ranked 39. Not that bad. I'm not playing an insane amount, but I am playing a pretty good amount in comparison to a lot of people. I'm currently ranked 6. So again, this system, if I were to have been playing just like it was a system, like the originally what we had, System 1, let's call it, on System 1, I would have been at round rank 4. That's how low I would have been in comparison to this, right? Like 3 into 4. They gave a basic, I think almost, 2.5, I think exact actually, rank up, right? So I'd be rank 3 right now if this was the original system, which would be miserable. After this much time of playing, it would be miserable. They listened, they responded. While they responded to this one fix, guess what else they responded to? The second thing a lot of players were asking and very furious about, which was that the roll system. So again, this is the roll system. The quick, too long didn't read. You have characters, just like a gacha game, on the roll system. Your goal, if you want to play as these characters, as of right now, is to pull them off said gacha system. And if you don't do that, guess what? Simple answer. You cannot play as those characters, and that's how it goes. Considering it now, it's a 1.5% chance overall with the 3 characters added. It is a 0.5 separately, so let's say I just want Momo, I don't care for Kirishima or Vine, it's a 0.5% chance for me to get that character, and the chance of that happening isn't the best. Yes, some players are very lucky, it's a gacha game, they may get all 3 characters, or you may be like me on my other account getting no characters after 5 full multis, which is a lot by the way. So to each person it's different, but they gave us this confirmation, which is pretty nice to see. They were listening, they listened, or rather they saw all the commotion that players were making, and they're like, okay, we need to respond to this ASAP, so they dropped us this tweet. This tweet basically says, character tickets, not roll tickets, keep that in mind, we're talking about character tickets, which again, if you don't know what that is, I'll refer to that in a second. OBT characters, which are open beta characters basically, which again include Tenya Ida, which will be again Kendo and Denki Kaminari. Those 3 are OBT characters or open beta characters. Those characters and characters that will be removed from the roll lineup in the future can be obtained with character tickets via the character selection screen. A very vague and easy to say answer over there, which we'll talk about why I'm calling it vague, but we'll come back to that. The ticket can be redeemed with hero souls that are converted from duplicate rolls. So a pretty cool little tweet over here. They also said this, which by the way, pure bait. I thought they were serious. They say this, 1 free character ticket has been rewarded to all players. Please check the notification in the mail. So imagine a person who has noties on following this Twitter. I thought, oh my god, let me log on real quick. I ran to my console. I turned the console on. I'm like, oh baby, they're giving us a free roll ticket, or rather a free character ticket, another one, right? So I was like, I'm gonna pick Ida, or let's say Kendo. I want Kendo more. I was gonna pick Kendo. I'm gonna wait and then pick when Kirishima releases Kirishima. And guess what? They only meant 1. So the one that you already got, probably, which you already claimed, everyone already claimed, is the same one they're talking about. It's not additional. It's not. It's just the one that was from pre-registration, or rather the free one from the start of the game. Pure cap. I hate them so much for that. But that's beside the point. So everyone is saying, like, where's my free ticket? You didn't get scammed. Well, you did get scammed, actually. They just didn't give one, but it's the same one from before. There is no additional one. Keep that in mind. But now, 2 things we'll answer real quick. How do I get character tickets? Character tickets include this over here. You go to Hero Souls. Hero Souls are pulled from the dupes you pull on every single banner. You can buy 2 of them for the lifetime of your account on discount. This shop has no reset. For example, I go here, all of these items have a reset. This shop has no reset. For the lifetime of your account, you can only buy 2 on discount. The third one will be full price, being 300. So again, 2 characters will be on discount. Let's say for you, that's Tenya Ida and Kendo. That's it. Now, if you want to go and get 3rd character, that being Kaminari, well, you kind of need to purchase at full price. So that's another thing to kind of mention. Back to that original tweet, back to that original statement, they say in the future. Very, very vague. They don't tell you when, but they do confirm it will happen. Now, in the future, let's first establish this. When these 3 characters, the one that we currently have on the rolls, right, that being, again, Momo, Vine, the hero Vine, right? I don't know how to say her name. Ibara, something like that. And then Kirishima, those 3 characters, at some point, Could be 9 days when the banner ends, could be, or it could be when the season ends. We do not know. If it's 14 days, I'm okay with it. Again, it does suck. If I like the character, I'm going to try to pull for the character. If I can't pull the character, at least at 13 days, while I am pulling on the banner for other stuff, I can take those dupes and just, select the character with the character selection ticket, which is okay to me. Again, could be a better system. I do hope that summons over the course of the game with more events and stuff becomes a little bit more kind of easier to obtain, because in the future I can definitely see this being a little bit rough, trying to obtain characters. But for right now, I hope that they do kind of adjust some of the things, but I don't think they're going to really take a big step forward in adjusting anything more, because they've waited a while now and so far no information. And again, this comes down to you. What do you think? People have been leaving feedback since the launch of the game that this character system is not the best, which a lot of games do it differently. You have to know that, right? Now, get a little rambling here, but you know that Overwatch is another game. They locked it behind the battle pass, the free tier. After about a week of grinding, you get the character. Hence why I'm saying maybe waiting 2 weeks and we get character tickets unlocked is good, but you have to also know the character ticket itself isn't a full-blown solution. Right now, we kind of know that they plan multiple characters per season. They've already stated that in the previous notice from the devs blogs they've been releasing, which they say, yeah, multiple characters per season. We already know we got 3 characters for the launch of the game, and Aizawa will be coming out in 30 somewhat days, so we have that character also approaching. Now, in the case for Aizawa, you have to realize you won't get Aizawa day 1 if you really want to, unless you have an insane amount of hero tickets, rather roll tickets saved up. Use those roll tickets, hope to pull him. Right now it's a little bit better because the character banner has a 1.5%, but when you add Aizawa to it, I wonder what happens to the rate, right? Is he going to be himself a 1.5%, or is he only a 0.5% and every other costume on there, which it makes up almost a 6% chance? Realize that 5.5% of that 6% is costumes only. Is that the case? Again, when do the characters get added to the character ticket? Will Aizawa stack on the current banner like we have that sort of system where it's a 1.5% to pull those new characters, and then he's a 0.5%, making it a 2% with an additional about 4% on the side? You see all this stuff? It's not answered. There's no information. There's nothing we have on this. So right now, all we have to do is solely wait. Again, players are sort of happy with this also. I've seen a lot of my comments saying that this is the system they wanted. It's a gacha game, we can't expect too much, and we're greedy for saying this. But again, what do you think? Do you think this is a correct system? Do you like the system? My personal opinion doesn't matter. I could be incorrect. I personally think it could be a little bit of a better system if they were to adjust or adapt a few new things in there. But again, right now we also don't know when characters launch. That's a lie. We know when they launch, actually. It's about a 30-day system per character. There could be more surprise characters we don't know about, but it's around 30 days per character, right? With all of that systems, they all apparently launch with a banner. We know that also, but how are the rates? How do the characters get obtained afterwards? If it is after 14 days, you obtain the character via the character ticket. Once they launch, I'm okay with that. Similar games may have that kind of mechanism. They require a grind, which, again, people are okay to grind for it. But when it comes down to the thing of it will be a while before you obtain the character, like, for example, if All For One launches next and you can't obtain that character till the season ends, which is 60 days after, what are you going to do, right? Are players going to stick around for the game? If you can obtain the character via rolls and the rolls are actually easier to obtain, then people will stick around. They'll be okay to grind for it if they can actually grind for rolls per se. But to each person, they'll have their own opinion. I shared my opinion. You do what you will with that opinion. We do have the confirmation. At some point, whenever the character banner ends, whenever that occurs, they'll be for hero tickets. That's all we have really as a confirmation. There is no extra free hero ticket, even though they said one. I really thought there was an extra one. But that's basically it. So, cool confirmation. That was my little bit take on it. Is it a problem? To answer that question, it's to each person, it could be different. To me, I think for the longevity of the game, it may not be the best, but to each person, again, it's different. Some people might love this system because they're okay with, having a little bit of a gamble feature to it, right? Up to you. Let me know what you think.